Okay, so just like last year when you would solve 500 minus 273, you always start with the lowest place value. So in this case, it would be the ones, and then the tens, and then the hundreds. So 0 cannot take away 3, so I'd have to borrow from the tens place. There's also a 0 here, so I'd borrow from the hundreds place. So I would change that to a 4. 100 would become 10 tens. But I'm still trying to get these ones to borrow from, so that means I need to change this 10 to a 9. And then now my ones become a 10. And now I can subtract. 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 7 is 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. So this strategy is pretty much what you're doing with decimals as well. So I'm going to rewrite this problem with decimals. $5 minus $2.73. So now I'm just going to write them, and I'm going to decompose them based on their place value. So in this case, now we have 5 ones, we have no tenths, and we have no hundredths. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract here. We have 2 ones, 7 tenths, 3 hundredths. And just like in this problem, we start with our lowest place value, and we have to look next door to borrow, and then we keep looking next door until we finally finally find a place value to borrow from. So I'm going to start with the hundredths, and I need to borrow from these tenths, but there's none there, so I have to borrow from the ones place. So the 5 is going to become a 4. So I'm taking away 1 1, which 1 1 would give me 10 tenths. I'm still trying to get to this place value though, so I need to take away. Now I can borrow from 10 tenths, and that would change to 9 tenths and 10 hundredths. Now that I have bigger numbers to start, I can subtract. So 10 hundredths minus 3 hundredths would be 7 hundredths. 9 tenths minus 7 tenths equals 2 tenths. And 4 ones minus 2 ones equals 2 ones. If I write that, I would get 2 ones, 2 tenths, 7 hundredths. So very similar to my first strategy with non-decimal numbers and decimal numbers.